For more now on that Supreme Court ruling concerning video games, we want to go live to the Supreme Court. Bloomberg's Greg Stohr has been following the case from the beginning. Greg, was this ruling much of a surprise?
It wasn't much of a surprise if you looked at the past law, you looked at the arguments. There were certainly inclinations towards striking down this law, and it would have been a big change to carve out a category of speech that didn't get as much First Amendment protection in terms of video games. That said, this decision took a very long time to come down, and people on both sides started to wonder what was going on with it. In the end, though, it came out the way most people expected.
Why did it take that long? Why was it so difficult?
It's certainly a good question. There's not a clear answer to that right now. There were 4 separate opinions, including the 7 justices in the majority had different rationales. 5 of them said essentially that video games are fully protected speech, and there's very little states can do to restrict access by minors to those video games. 2 other justices, Roberts and Alito, in the majority, wanted to say that to kind of give states a little more of a roadmap to protect children from these games, but the 5 justices in the majority wouldn't go along.
Now, this wasn't the only decision, though it was clearly an important one for those stocks. We also had a decision about campaign finance as well.
Right. That one was another 5-4 decision along the lines of what we've seen before with the 5 Republican-appointed justices in the majority. The court struck down an Arizona public financing system that tied the amount of money you receive to the amount of money either spent by or raised on behalf of your opponent. The Supreme Court said that also violated the Constitution's free speech clause.
All right. Greg Stohr at the Supreme Court.